The marriage of Prince William and Princess Kate Middleton was once hailed as the epitome of a modern fairy tale romance, a university love story that overcame countless challenges. Standing firm amidst the relentless pressures of royal life, the public adored them, trusted them, and saw them as a beacon of hope for the British monarchy after the fractures of the previous generation. But now, a nagging question is slowly rising in the public's mind. Is Prince William treading the same path as his father, Prince Charles? The name Rose Hanbury has long cast a shadow over this seemingly perfect marriage. Whispers, prying glances, and unanswered questions have clouded the image that William and Kate worked so hard to build. And now, as Prince William finally breaks his silence about his relationship with Rose, the public cannot help but wonder, what is the truth behind those camera-ready smiles? Today's video will take you deep into this untold story, a journey to uncover the truth. Peeling back the layers of glamour to reach the heart of a royal family, grappling with tradition and modernity. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Do you think William is repeating his father's mistakes? Your voice matters in this conversation. Destined to be together. Prince William never imagined he would meet someone special while studying at university. Being a member of the royal family often made him feel different from others, and he thought it would be difficult to have a normal relationship. Still, he wanted to experience life like any other student. In 2001, he enrolled at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. That's where he met Kate Middleton. Both stayed in the same dormitory. At first, there was no romance between them. William wasn't even thinking about love when he arrived. He believed people would lose interest in him once they realized he wasn't seeking a fairy tale romance, but simply wanted to focus on his studies and enjoy university life. William and Kate began as friends. Though there was some attraction between them, they tried not to rush anything. Their plan was to keep things casual and remain friends without any intention of turning it into something serious. But as they spent more time together, things gradually changed. Their connection grew stronger. They began to feel more comfortable around each other. And it became clear that their friendship was evolving into something deeper. By their second year, they decided to live together with some other friends. This move only strengthened their bond. They enjoyed doing things together, and this helped their relationship develop naturally. In 2003, they finally decided to take their relationship further. However, they kept it private at first. Their first public appearance as a couple didn't happen until the following year, when they were seen together on a skiing trip. That's when people really started to pay attention. Kate, though often described as quiet and proper, was fully aware of what it meant to be linked to a prince. She worried about the public's reaction to her relationship with William. The pressure was real, and she often fretted about media attention and how she would be perceived. She tried to discuss these concerns with William, but he didn't always respond well. The media quickly nicknamed her Weighty Katie. This name stemmed from the fact that she didn't have an engagement ring for years. Despite being in a serious relationship with William, people began wondering when he would propose. The nickname stuck with her for a long time, reflecting how modern couples were delaying marriage. But in the royal world, people expected the future king to settle down and marry quickly. This added even more pressure to their relationship. William often felt the weight of public expectations. There was constant speculation about when he would propose to Kate. At the same time, he was still trying to enjoy his 20s. He and his brother, Prince Harry, were known for frequenting nightclubs and hosting parties. These wild nights were often captured by photographers. While Harry had a reputation for being the more rebellious one, William also had his share of headlines. He was frequently spotted at parties, and not everyone approved of this behavior. Critics began questioning how serious William really was. Many believed he shouldn't be getting married if he was still acting like a bachelor. But the truth was, William simply wasn't ready for marriage. At only 24, He was still figuring out what he wanted in life. Kate, on the other hand, seemed more prepared, and she remained calm amid rumors and gossip. Even when stories emerged about William spending time with other women, she understood that being with a royal came with challenges like these, and she chose to stay composed. William had a guide in his father, Prince Charles, having endured his own highly public marriage and divorce with Princess Diana. Charles offered William advice. He urged him to think carefully about the relationship before making any serious decisions. William listened. He was often hesitant and didn't always spend as much time with Kate as she might have liked. Much of that hesitation stemmed from his fear of the media and the constant spotlight on their relationship. After many years of dating, the couple finally got engaged in October 2010. It happened during a private trip to Kenya. They stayed in a quiet cabin on Mount Kenya as part of a 10-day vacation. William had just completed his training for the Royal Air Force's search and rescue team, and this trip was a way to celebrate. That's when he asked Kate to marry him. I'd been thinking about marriage for a while, so it wasn't a massive surprise. But I took her to a nice place in Kenya and proposed. It's very romantic. There's a true romantic in there. The news of their engagement shocked many people. Some had doubted they would ever take that step. What made the announcement even more emotional was William's choice of engagement ring. He used the same ring that once belonged to his mother, Princess Diana. Though Diana had planned to pass it on to Prince Harry, Harry decided William should use it to propose to Kate, which felt like the right thing to do. Their wedding took place on April 29th, 2011, at Westminster Abbey. It was a grand and beautiful ceremony watched by people worldwide. Approximately 300 million viewers tuned in globally, with 26 million watching live in the United Kingdom alone. The world witnessed a fairy tale moment as Prince William and Kate Middleton finally became husband and wife. After many ups and downs, they reached this milestone together, proving their relationship was strong enough to face the pressures of royal life. The alleged secret affair. Prince William, often seen as the royal family's golden boy, avoided controversy for much of his youth and early adulthood. Unlike some peers, he maintained a relatively clean image. People admired his composure, charm, and steady hand as a future king. For a long time, William seemed to follow the expected path without faltering. However, things took a dramatic turn when a scandalous story surfaced, shaking the calm image many held of him. In March 2019, a British tabloid stirred the waters by suggesting something serious had gone wrong between Catherine Middleton and Rose Hanbury. Once considered a close friend and neighbor, the Cholmondeleys lived near the Cambridges in Norfolk, and the two couples appeared to enjoy each other's company for years. They shared not only a social circle, but also similar lifestyles and interests. Despite their supposed friendship, the story darkened when reports hinted at something deeper, an alleged affair between William and Rose. Tabloids ran with the story, claiming the affair occurred while Catherine was pregnant with their third child, Prince Louis, since Louis was born in April 2018. This would place the alleged affair about a year before the media picked up the story. It sent shockwaves through the public, especially since Prince William had rarely been linked to such personal scandals. Both Rose and Catherine denied the story, and legal action against the press was considered at one point. Though media outlets quietly admitted they lacked solid evidence to support their claims, the story grew louder when a self-proclaimed royal reporter tweeted that the affair was true, despite not reading the article. His post spread quickly, fueling the flames, but he deleted it shortly afterward. This man was already viewed by many as a provocateur, someone who enjoyed stirring drama without real ties to the royal world. Some said he was merely a food critic seeking attention. Since the tweet was removed quickly, it lost impact, and most dismissed his words as empty and unreliable. Before the rumors spread, the two couples seemed to share a pleasant friendship. The Cholmondeleys lived just 3 miles from Amber Hall, the Cambridge's countryside residence. Their proximity allowed frequent visits and social events. The husbands shared aristocratic roots, and the wives bonded over healthy living and parenting. These common interests appeared to unite them. They attended events, exchanged pleasantries, and seemed on good terms publicly. But closer inspection revealed little evidence of a deep bond between the two women, though seen together at social events. There were no clear signs of a close personal friendship. Stories of their children playing together were more assumptions than facts. Much of the information in the press came from unnamed sources in gossip columns rather than reliable evidence. Still, the whispers refused to die down. Reports claimed Catherine confronted William about the rumors. According to some, he dismissed them as baseless gossip, but Catherine, determined to protect her family and public image, reportedly acted swiftly. She insisted on cutting ties with the Cholmondeleys. It's really difficult. It's hard to explain to a 5 and a 6, maybe 7-year-old what's going on. Whether William agreed with her is unclear. But the relationship between the two couples was never the same. Some say William's reluctance to fully comply caused lasting tension between them. Catherine, known for her calm and composed public demeanor, reportedly took strong steps to remove the Cholmondeleys from their circle. While some saw this as proof something had happened, others believed she was shielding her family from harmful rumors. It could have been a strategic move to quiet the media and avoid further speculation. After all, neither Catherine nor Rose ever spoke publicly about their friendship, and both avoided confirming or denying the scandal. The situation sparked a storm of questions and assumptions. None clearly answered. It became a cloud over Prince William's otherwise steady reputation, whether true or not. It left a vivid mark for many. The lack of clear denial or confirmation made it more mysterious. The royal family, accustomed to silence during controversies, carried on with business as usual, though public attention eventually shifted. The rumors lingered. The once natural friendship between the Cholmondeleys and Cambridges faded from view. If there had ever been warmth between them, it had clearly cooled. Whether the affair happened or was merely a tale concocted by eager tabloids and gossip-hungry fans remains unclear. But the story of Prince William and Rose Hanbury is one of the most discussed royal rumors in recent years, not for what was said, but for how it shook the royal couple's image. The royal family lives under intense public scrutiny, with pressure growing stronger each generation. Prince William, Prince of Wales, often finds himself at the center of this unrelenting attention. When whispers of an alleged affair involving him began circulating, it didn't take long for the rumors to spiral out of control. Though royal tradition typically demands silence, Prince William's response took a different path. Surprising many, royals are expected to stay quiet, avoiding public reactions to speculation. They are taught to remain calm and composed, no matter what the media says. For decades, this strategy worked, creating an image of dignity and restraint. But with this rumor, Prince William chose to act. His legal team swiftly intervened, sending strong warnings to any publication daring to touch the story. This showed the prince would not let his name or family be dragged through the mud without a response. Harbottle and Lewis, a prestigious law firm representing the royal family, issued a legal warning emphasizing the damaging and false nature of the rumors. At least one British media outlet received this official threat, which highlighted the invasion of the prince's privacy. It was also noted that such rumors violated Article 8 of the European Convention on Human Rights, protecting the right to a private and family life. Once this legal step was taken, most media outlets backed off, avoiding costly lawsuits or public backlash. This legal intervention marked a sharp break from royal protocol. The older generation, especially Queen Elizabeth II, firmly believed in silence. Her philosophy was simple and strict. Never complain. Never explain. She believed responding to every false story would fuel the media frenzy. However, younger royals seem more willing to take a stand when boundaries are crossed. In this case, Prince William refused to let the gossip grow without consequences. As the rumors spread, attention shifted to the state of the royal marriage. Many fans began to worry. The Prince and Princess of Wales had long been seen as a strong, loving couple, and the idea of a possible separation created a storm of concern. The media dug deeper, searching for cracks in their marriage. While critics speculated the royal family might face another scandal, some feared divorce was imminent. For a time, these thoughts dominated discussions about the couple, despite the noise. Time passed, and the royal couple remained united. Now, years after the rumors began, Prince William and Princess Catherine are still going strong. They continue to appear together in public, raising their children and fulfilling royal duties with quiet determination. This has led many supporters to dismiss the affair, rumors entirely. Some even believe Queen Elizabeth herself played a role in keeping the couple together, using her influence to protect both the monarchy and her grandson's marriage. The late Queen was known for her deep aversion to scandal, especially within the royal family. She had seen enough during her reign. 3 of her 4 children went through divorces, each accompanied by public embarrassment and personal heartache. Only Prince Edward, the youngest, avoided that fate. The breakdown of Prince Charles and Princess Diana's marriage was particularly painful. With endless headlines about betrayal and unhappiness, these experiences likely shaped the Queen's views on marriage and influenced the guidance she gave her grandchildren. One report from years ago suggested she once advised Prince William to be very careful in choosing a life partner, reminding him of the challenges of royal marriages. While the truth of that conversation remains uncertain, it reflects how seriously the Queen took the issue. She understood the toll failed marriages could take, not just on individuals, but on the monarchy's image. The story of Prince William and the alleged affair with Rose Hanbury didn't vanish entirely. It left questions and divided opinions. Some critics argue the prince should have addressed the matter more openly. A public denial, they say, might have halted the spread of falsehoods and restored trust. Instead, silence created space for doubt and suspicion to grow. In today's world, where news spreads in seconds and stories reach millions in minutes, silence is no longer the safest option for someone expected to one day be king. Every move matters. How this situation was handled shows how difficult it is to balance privacy with public expectations. Prince William's reliance on legal threats rather than public statements may have curbed immediate damage, but it also left people wondering what really happened. Even the most respected institutions now struggle to control their image in an era where truth, lies, and speculation travel at the same speed. Rose Sarah Hanbury was born into a family deeply tied to British nobility. Her parents, Timothy James Hanbury and Emma Longman, both came from prominent aristocratic families. Her lineage alone placed her among Britain's social elite. Her grandmother, Lady Elizabeth Lambert, held a prestigious role, serving at the royal wedding of Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip in 1947. With such a background, Rose was part of the upper echelon before reaching adulthood. In 2003, her life began to shift dramatically. At 19, she traveled to Italy for a holiday, where she met David Cholmondeley, the 7th Marquis of Cholmondeley, significantly older than her. He was an established aristocrat, considered one of Britain's most eligible bachelors, with vast wealth, a grand ancestral home, and deep royal ties. At 30, David inherited the Marquis title and a family estate reportedly worth £112 million. making him a prominent figure in aristocratic circles. The family's main residences are Houghton Hall in Norfolk and Cholmondeley Castle. Set within a 500-acre estate near Malpass in Cheshire's countryside. At the time, Rose worked as a model for Storm Models, the agency that launched Kate Moss's career, and had a brief stint in Parliament. Though nearly a decade younger than her future husband and only slightly older than some of his social connections, she made a strong impression. Her name appeared more frequently at society events, and her relationship with David made her a familiar figure among the elite. Their romance lasted 6 years before David proposed. At their engagement, Rose was 25, and David was in his early 40s, only about 8 years younger than her father. Despite the long relationship, their engagement lasted just 2 days before they rushed to marry in 2009. This sudden wedding raised eyebrows and became gossip fodder, especially among those familiar with the aristocracy's typically deliberate decisions. Soon after, the reason for the haste became clear. Rose's mother announced she was expecting twins. Less than 4 months later, Rose gave birth to 2 boys, though her sister noted twins often arrive early. The timing fueled speculation and whispers of scandal. Most found it hard to believe babies born so soon after a wedding were merely premature. The news only heightened media curiosity. Despite the gossip, Rose and David moved forward. They are now parents to 3 children. Alexander, Earl of Rock-Savage, Lord Oliver Cholmondeley, and Lady Iris. Rose continued attending major royal events, including William and Catherine's 2011 wedding, President Trump's state visit, Prince Philip's memorial, and Queen Elizabeth's funeral. Her public appearances kept her in the spotlight and affirmed her royal connections. David's role as Lord Great Chamberlain brought them closer to the monarchy's heart. He held ceremonial duties, including the state opening of Parliament, granting rare access to the monarch. After Queen Elizabeth II's death, David stepped down. As tradition passes the title to another family with each new monarch, Rose and David's marriage has faced rumors, their age gap often drawing scrutiny, especially amid speculation about their happiness. Some insiders claim they lead separate lives with few shared interests. David reportedly spends much time away, and separation rumors resurface annually. During a peak rumor wave, Rose retreated to the countryside to escape the chaos, signaling the speculation's toll. In 2010, she appeared at a major event without her wedding ring. In 2021, David did the same, though this sparked questions. No concrete developments followed. The absence of rings may have meant nothing significant. Despite the gossip, no divorce has been announced. The couple remains married, handling or resolving any issues privately. The media kept probing, especially when Rose reportedly fell out with the future queen, Catherine. When reporters contacted her family, her father declined to comment. Refusing to fuel the fire, her family maintained silence. True to aristocratic reserve, Rose's representatives eventually spoke, insisting the stories were baseless. Denying all claims, no evidence emerged, and the scandal gradually faded. Though Rose Hanbury's life has drawn intense public interest, particularly due to her marriage and royal ties, she has remained composed, fulfilling her role in British aristocracy with quiet resolve. After months of seclusion, Rose reappeared in public in early 2020, joining her husband at the traditional first church service of the year at St. Mary Magdalene Church in Sandringham, a quiet village where the royal family gathers. It was a royal tradition, and that year seemed the perfect moment for Rose to return to the public eye. Queen Elizabeth was present, but attention shifted elsewhere. Most eyes were on Rose Hanbury and Princess Catherine. Despite past rumors, observers described their atmosphere as calm and friendly, with no apparent tension, just 2 women coexisting. smiling, speaking politely, and moving through the crowd with ease. Yet, the press, as usual, couldn't resist stirring the pot. In 2016, the Daily Mail had painted Rose as a pseudo-royal among the turnip toffs, a playful but sometimes cruel term for wealthy, connected rural families, many of whom were Catherine's friends. This fueled later speculation about rivalry between Rose and Catherine. Rose wasn't just any woman. She was a family friend, not only to Catherine but to others close to the royals, married with children. She had lived mostly out of the spotlight. Being thrust into scandal headlines was shocking and painful. The rumor didn't just question her character, it disrupted her peaceful life. Unfortunately, the rumors didn't fade. They returned yearly, growing more aggressive and bizarre. In 2022, an anonymous Instagram user, Demois, claimed a royal enjoyed a morally insensitive act, which his wife allegedly disapproved of, though unnamed. Many assumed it targeted William, dubbing him the Prince of Pegging online. Reigniting gossip, a source close to Catherine insisted she dismiss the rumors, trusting William and avoiding the Chomondelese to starve the speculation. By staying distant, she hoped to end the stories without adding drama. Living under constant public scrutiny is challenging. Every smile, glance, or silence can be twisted into scandal. A source told Hollywood Life that Catherine handled it with quiet strength, rising above gossip despite its sting. Strength doesn't mean feeling nothing, it means moving forward without breaking. Though she didn't believe the rumors, their ugliness was undeniable. Catherine chose silence over argument. Knowing it was more powerful than fueling the fire, Cosmopolitan noted that Catherine and William learned to ignore most gossip. But this rumor was different, affecting another couple too. William had never been known for stepping out of line. No confirmed infidelity reports existed, making this his first public loyalty challenge. Some compared it to Charles and Camilla's affair, but the situations were distinct. William was always committed to Catherine. With no prior women in his life, Catherine held her head high. Knowing the royal family would always face whispers, she ignored the noise. Focusing on family with grace, the rumor was another case of the public projecting onto someone they barely knew. Speculation may return. Names may change. But she chose to handle it with strength, silence, and dignity. And now, it's a Prince William has broken his silence. A new chapter in this royal saga unfolds, carrying both hope and skepticism. The public once placed faith in William as a different model, a devoted husband and father, untainted by past mistakes. But Rose Hanbury's name has shaken that faith, raising a profound question: is William truly different from his father? Or is history repeating itself in a subtler, more complex way, whatever the truth? One thing is clear: Prince William has stepped out of the safety of silence. He chose to speak, to face the doubts surrounding him. And that alone may signal a new kind of royalty, more transparent, braver. But this is also the moment for the public, press, and fans to ask, what do we expect of them, a flawless family? Or real people with both the triumphs and flaws? If you've followed this far, share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe William's explanation? Or do you think secrets remain untold? Don't forget to like and subscribe to catch the next gripping, dramatic stories. Your voice is a vital part of this journey of discovery.